For years, I have been telling my clients they shouldn't do paid ads. I've had my reasons, but I've still been telling them not to. I'm starting to rethink that because of this personal branding hack that I'm gonna share with you today. In this video, we're gonna talk about marketing strategies. I'm gonna give you the definition. I'm gonna give you the elements of a marketing strategy. I'm also gonna share with you this personal branding hack and how I think it is going to help creating Facebook ads and getting them right much easier. We're gonna break that code. And then lastly, I'm gonna give you a basic marketing strategy that you can use right now for immediate results. Guys, I'm hitting on things that most people that talk about this subject don't give you. So if you want to know all of the ins and outs of how your personal brand, personal branding, and an effective and efficient and successful marketing strategy go hand in hand, stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to give you the tea on that. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the definition of a marketing strategy. I wrote this down because I wanted you to get it right, and I wanted to make sure that I got it right for you. A marketing strategy is a plan for reaching your ideal audience and turning them into customers of your services. They should revolve around your unique value proposition and brand message, okay? And a unique brand message. Now, the caveat here is that in order for this to work, you have to understand your ideal audience and know exactly who they are. So make sure you've done that. If you would like for me to do a video on how to identify your ideal audience using your personal branding, how you leverage yourself to get what you want, please let me know in the comments below and I will definitely get that video out for you. Okay, now that we know exactly what a marketing strategy is, let's move on to the various elements that are going to help you create an effective and efficient marketing strategy that is going to help you with the success of your campaigns. The first thing you need to really understand to create a successful marketing strategy is your unique value proposition. What are you bringing to the table? How are you showing up in a unique way? And how is what you have a unique solution to the problem your ideal audience is facing? Your unique value proposition is going to help you communicate more effectively with your audience, and it's going to help you engage them and attract them so that you can influence them to make a decision in your favor. The next element you need for an effective marketing strategy is a strong brand image. Your brand image should have a reputation. People should know that you are coming with the heat when it comes to your business. You are quality, you are credible, and you can get the job done. Lastly, you want to have a way to measure the actions and the strategy itself. So you need to have some data that you can collect. So at the end of your campaign, you can look back and make decisions on whether or not what you did worked and where you need to make adjustments. All right, I told you at the beginning of this video that I was going to share with you the connection between your personal brand, personal branding, and a successful marketing strategy. I told you that I've been telling my clients in the past not to approach ads when we first start working together. And I did that because I recognized that people will throw money at ads thinking that is the solution to their problem of getting customers. What they don't understand is if they don't understand their connection to their audience, they can't speak the language their audience is speaking to look for the solution they're providing. Therefore, this personal branding hack is where you are going to identify your unique value proposition, how you relate to the problem that your ideal audience is facing, and you are going to create the epiphany journey, which is basically steps that help you create your content buckets. I go all over that inside my program, Project CEO, is linked down below. Get on the wait list. We will be opening the doors next year, so make sure you are prepared and ready by being on the list. But your epiphany journey yields your content buckets, and it's in these content buckets that you will be able to communicate effectively and efficiently with your audience in a way that is going to attract, engage, and ultimately influence them to make the decision in your favor. The importance of personal brand development and the relationship between personal branding and a successful marketing strategy are this. right here. Your target audience is determined by the solution you're providing, not who you want to serve. So when you've done the work with your personal brand and you know exactly what you need to do and be your best, and you've determined how you want to leverage that personal brand to attract, engage, and influence your audience, it becomes less about who you want your audience to be and more about the solution you're providing and who is looking for that solution. Next, those in need of your solution are attracted to you and the way you provide that solution, okay? People want to know that you care before they care what you know. Additionally here, you are not the only person providing the service that you are providing. So you want to show up in a way that is attractive to your ideal audience by being you, by being authentic, by not being salesy. This is why developing a personal brand and then knowing how you want to leverage that personal brand to attract, engage, and influence your audience is so important to the success of your marketing strategy. Lastly, your ability to evoke emotion is how you can also use your personal branding. You can leverage who you are and what you know about yourself and the connection you have to the solution you're providing and to the client who has the problem. You can use that to evoke emotion where you need to evoke that emotion. You can take the steps in that epiphany journey that I talked about that gives you those content buckets. And in those content buckets, you can create content that is going to evoke emotion from your ideal audience. It's going to make them want to do business with you because it appeals to them and it shows them that you understand their plight and you have a solution as only you can provide to them to help them get where they want to be. Additionally, this personal branding, personal brand, marketing strategy connection is understanding that your own epiphany moment and your personal journey to the solution or the steps that yielded your solution is going to help you identify the best narrative that you need to communicate so that the narrative is consistent and it efficiently and effectively appeals to your audience. This epiphany journey is going to help you meet your audience where they are, pique their interest when you talk about their problem because you're meeting them where they are in a way that shows them you relate to their problem. So when it comes to a successful marketing strategy, this personal branding hack that I just shared with you is going to help the strategies you create be so much more successful because you're meeting your customers where they are, you're showing them that you care before they care what you know, and you are providing them with the consistency they need, the efficiency, the effectiveness that they need, and you are meeting them where they are in their own problem and providing them with the solution they need in that moment. Now, in addition to providing you with the definition of a marketing strategy, giving you the elements of a marketing strategy, sharing with you the hack that I have, the personal branding hack that's going to help your marketing strategies be more successful. I also wanted to give you a basic marketing strategy that can yield immediate results. Now, what I'm going to share with you guys is something that a lot of people that talk about marketing strategies, they don't give you this piece. They never start you at the beginning, and it's a problem. It really does bother me because in order for your marketing strategies to be successful, it really is important for you to understand your own unique value proposition, what it is you're bringing to the table, your relationship to that solution, and your relationship to the audience you are trying to serve. That is a very, very important step. So the first step that you have to do once you've identified your personal brand and how you want to leverage it, that's actually the first step, is to research your audience, okay? Here you want to create a customer avatar, an audience avatar, so that when you're creating your strategy, you're talking to one person and you're not trying to talk to the masses. One of the biggest problems I see is people trying to promote their business or their service, and they want anybody and everybody who wants their service. You want to whittle it down to one avatar that represents your ideal audience. So when you're creating that narrative, that brand message, you're creating the images, you are impressing, attracting, engaging that one avatar, and it just makes the communication so much easier. If you've ever been in a room trying to talk to everybody, it gets a little messy. When you whittle down your ideal audience to a customer avatar, it makes it much easier for you to have that conversation in your head, on paper, with your team, etc. When you've given them a personality and you understand their needs and wants. Also, identifying their specific specific needs based on the service that you are offering. Again, you're not serving people that you want to serve necessarily. You are serving people who need the solution that you have, the value that you are bringing to the table. And then lastly, you want to determine your connection to their needs again. Now, the next step in creating this basic marketing strategy is to go ahead and create your content. Now, you want to pinpoint the steps. We talked about this before in that epiphany journey, and you're going to create those content buckets. When you create your content, you're going to pull content from those various content buckets, remembering that each content bucket represents a phase in the epiphany journey that you have already created for yourself, whether you solved the problem for yourself or you created this journey based on a solution that you provided to someone else. But either way, the steps in that journey become the content buckets that you are going to now use in the creation of your content that is going to attract them. It is going to create engagement with them. And it's also going to be consistent, and you're going to meet them where they are based on the phase of that journey that they're in. And that's going to make it much easier for you to have great communication with them. When you do that, you're going to communicate your unique relationship to the problem and to the solution and to that stage in the journey. So therefore, the person that is attracted to that will feel like you get them. You understand where they're coming from, and they're going to be attracted to your message the way you're giving it. The next step is to distribute the content once you've created it. This is how you are going to get the word out about your value. Now, I suggest you have what I call hero content. You're going to take the topics within those content buckets, and you're going to either create a blog post, a podcast, a newsletter. You're going to create a video. One of those things that is going to be your hero content, where you give your meat and potatoes of your value, and then you're going to distribute that across the interverse. Is that a word? The digiverse. You're going to create a distribution channel where you're going to post it on Instagram, LinkedIn. You're going to post it on Pinterest. That's how you're going to distribute it. Are you going to put it on Threads? Are you going to put it on TikTok? How are you going to distribute this main piece of content? And this is where you're going to break it up and repurpose it and all the things as part of your marketing strategy. Now, the last step in this basic marketing strategy that you can implement right now for immediate results is you're going to, again, have created some measurability in there with your goals. You're going to measure those goals and determine whether or not there is room for adjustment, whether you need to make some adjustments in what you're doing to make the strategy more successful. Now, this basic marketing strategy that I just shared with you is going to get you immediate results. But before you get started with that, I think the first place you should start is to create what I call a personal framework. Now, in this next video here, I am sharing with you my 4 pillars of your personal framework. I believe it is in working through this framework in everything you do, you will find consistency and you will find your confidence in what it is you're doing and how you are presenting your unique value proposition. So I think it's a good place for you to start before you create this basic marketing strategy that I just shared with you. You'll be able to communicate more effectively. You will have more confidence in what it is you're saying because you know you are operating within your personal framework, and you'll know exactly what type of content you need to create to attract, engage, and influence your ideal audience. All right, I hope this video was helpful to you. Please make sure that you are subscribed, that you hit that notification bell. Guys, listen, if you made it this far, that means you truly enjoy my content, and I really need you to subscribe and then hit that notification bell so that when a new video comes out, you will watch it. The algorithm needs you to watch it. I need you to watch it because I am on a mission to monetize my channel, and I can only do that if you like what you see and you subscribe. If there is any content that you'd like for me to create for you on the back end, please leave a comment below. Comment and tell me what you think about this week's video, marketing strategies. And if you learned something new, like I believe this foundational element of the personal brand development and then subsequent leveraging of your personal brand is an important piece of the puzzle that most people don't talk about, that makes creating your marketing strategies and communicating with your ideal audience so much easier and so much less stressful than is normally the case. Listen, please join me again next week, and I hope you have a great weekend. See you guys. Bye.